think is the elbow. So I'm gonna draw the elbow and then point a few things that might be relevant for your studies, but I'm gonna draw here on the other page. Let me flip the page and then continue with my drawing here. So this is part of the humerus. And this part here, of course, is the olecranon. Something that you will notice here is that there is a small angulation. Yeah, hope to get the right spot, because last time I was doing a similar drawing and it was because I have the phone here and my head is, if I position myself exactly aligned with the sketchbook, I will actually look at the camera. So it's quite tricky, to be honest. And sorry for the noise, but it's the washing machine. The live today will be shorter, especially because the last few days I was quite busy and I'm a bit tired, so I decided just to make the live, but just for a short period of time. Okay, here we have the elbow with 3 bone points. Okay, you can feel it. You can feel it. Just touch the back of your elbow and you can feel the 3 points. Here we have the elbow in full extension, and you can see that the 3 bone points will lie horizontally. Here we have the elbow in full flexion, with the 3 bone points forming an equilateral triangle. And this one, I will not write, okay? I don't want to label on my sketchbook because I intend to do this on the tablet this weekend when I stream during the weekend using the tablet. But basically here we have the lateral epicondyle. We have the olecranon here, as I mentioned before, in the medial epicondyle. So lateral, medial, and then the olecranon. Now this part here might be a little more interesting because this illustration will be regarding the surface and borders of the radius and ulna. So first of all, I'm going to represent here the forearm. Okay, so let me draw a parallel line, which probably will not be perfectly aligned with the first one, but it's fine. Don't need to be. Then we have here the radius. We have the interosseous membrane connecting these two parts. Thank you for the likes. Then we have the ulnar bone, or the ulna, here. Okay, again, this is the lateral surface of the radius. This is the lateral surface of the radius. This is the anterior border of the radius, considering that this is the anterior part of the forearm, anterior part of the radius. Here we have the anterior surface as well. If we have the anterior border, we also have the anterior surface, and we also have the interosseous border of the radius, which is this area here. Okay, then from the interosseous border we are going to find the interosseous membrane. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Who is tapping? How are you doing? Interosseous yeah, interosseous membrane here. And here we are going to have the interosseous border of ulna. How are you doing, Spider-Man? Thank you for the likes. Here we have the anterior surface of the ulna as well. And this bit here is the anterior border of the ulna. Actually, if we have the anterior surface of the ulna, we also have the anterior border of the ulna, and it's the same here. Goku, how are you doing, Goku? Oh, actually, these are the structures of the forearm and the elbow. So here we have the elbow in full extension and full flexion. And here we have Silvana Viana, welcome. How are you doing, Silvana? Do you speak English, Silvana? I speak Portuguese, but I will keep speaking English here. Okay, so here we have, as I mentioned, anterior border, anterior surface, radius, ulna. Radius, lateral, ulna, medial. And then we have the anterior surface of the forearm. Here we have the anterior border of the radius, okay? The anterior border actually is this one here. And then this one is the anterior border of the ulna. What else? We have here, as I mentioned before, ulna, which is medially positioned. And then we have the radius laterally positioned. Okay, so these two important bones of the forearm. What else? We have here this surface here is actually the medial surface of the ulna. Why medial? Because we have this part here to this side, we have the body. So this is supposed to be the left arm. And then this is the medial surface of the ulna. Here, we are going to find the posterior border of the ulna. And this bit here is actually the posterior surface of the ulna. We also have the posterior surface of the radius, posterior border of the radius, and also the lateral border or of the radius. If this is the medial, this is the lateral one, and this is basically the structure that forms the forearm, the bone. We have much more things happening here because we also have muscles, and we have loads of muscles. I'm gonna talk about the muscles this weekend, so if you have a free time and want to join me, maybe draw with me. On Saturday, I'm gonna be drawing all the structures related with the forearm. What else? I think that's it. I would like to stay a little more, but again, I'm a bit tired today. I decided, okay, let me just do the streaming, talk with some people, make a few illustrations here, and then explain a few bits. And tomorrow, I hope to get home earlier and then do a more long live streaming for you guys. I really appreciated your support, and if I keep this consistent, it will be much better. Okay, even if I do like 10 minutes per day or sometimes half an hour, it was just because this week was reckless. But yeah, thank you so much again. Have a look at the last shorts where I talk about the clavicle. I basically talk about the main features main features of the clavicle. I talk about surface, borders, ends. I talk about the muscle attachments, the structure, the architecture of the clavicle. Yeah, so many things. And yeah, thanks so much. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And don't forget to follow me. Hit the like button if you want to learn more about anatomy, clinical anatomy, physiology, and also drawing. Cheers.